The button has been pressed. Welcome to Laredo, Texas. Hope kids are doing okay. I don't think anyone's in here yet because that's not how things work around here. What you drinking, Sterling? We're drinking Essential. It's Agua de Essentiale. I make no attempt to speak Spanish, but we're in Mexico, and the cartel is sleeping right now. It is 6:30 in the morning. Do you know where your cartel is? The cartel is sleeping. They gotta rest up for they. Listen, the cartel had a long night, and they deserve their rest. So let's put out some fires. Let's stop shooting guns. Let's just chill. The streets will be here for the cartel once the sun comes up. Hope the kids are doing okay. We just got passed by a truck because I'm sitting on the back streets, the dirty, low-down back streets of Laredo, Texas. But yeah, Essential drinking water is good for your health. I've been trying to avoid sodas and energy drinks and stuff, which is very hard to do in the trucking industry because we are surrounded by candy stores. Truck stops are candy stores. Big Dan's in the house saying howdy, folks. I think it's only 4 of us this morning. I woke up before everybody else. The entirety of YouTube is sleeping. I think there's 700,000 people watching YouTube at any one time. I'm not sure about that. There's probably more than that. Cheap freight haulers in the house saying, waiting on these burly men to unload these green and yellow adult toys out of my freight hole. I appreciate that. It's adult toys, which means John Deere tractors. I'm glad that you're hauling for Johnny, or you've been hauling Johnny, instead of the imitators like Kubota and New Holland. What are the other fake John Deeres out there? The reefer trailer is about to start. I want you to plug your ears. I want everyone plug your ears. In 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, it's not that loud. So the trailer's set at -10. We are hauling a load of Lamb Weston. A load brokered and shipped by Lamb Weston. Can you put in the comments what Lamb Weston is? Snorelord, the metalhead Viking caveman trucker, is in the house and deserves recognition. Hold on. Shout out to Red Chicken. Good seeing you here, Steve. Big Dan, our John Deere tractor is from 1938. Wow. I think I've seen pictures of it, but I can't believe that tractor is from 1938. That's pretty cool. Cheap freight hauler. I've been hauling a lot of equipment the last 6 months. Caterpillar, Bobcat, but mostly John Deere. I'll approve of you hauling Caterpillar, only because that fits part of my investment portfolio. And so does Ingersoll Rand, which owns Bobcat. But John Deere, I can't approve of it. I really can't. So if you got John Deere in your trailer right now, I want you to throw it out. Open the doors, kick it out. Refuse the load on the side of the road. Pull into any parking lot. A swap meet. Pull up to a swap meet and just say, hey, this load got rejected and I'm selling tractors $1,000 a piece. But yeah, if any of you know what Lamb Weston is, put it in the comments. I bet you don't. None of you are truck drivers. None of you have ever driven a semi-truck. Only I know what Lamb Weston is. But it has to run at negative 10 degrees. It doesn't have to be continuous, so the trailer starts and stops, tries to maintain 10 degrees. So when it warms up to negative 7 degrees, the trailer starts up and it runs high idle. Cheap freight hauler, well, tell the others to build plants 12 miles from my house. I'll get on the phone with Bill Gates tonight. The truck that's pulling up next to us is a International Lone Star. We don't see too many of those anymore. And it's a bull hauler. What the hell's he doing at downtown Laredo? That's kind of weird. Suspicious that a bull hauler, an empty bull hauler's driving downtown Laredo. We're not too far from downtown Laredo right now. Cheap freight hauler says frozen taters. That is the correct answer. Lamb Weston is the largest distributor of potato product in the United States. And that's why all your French fries from all fast food joints taste just about the same. I should know. I am qualified in fast food. I am certified in fast food. Hope kids are doing okay. Welcome to Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. We're gonna have a sunset. We're gonna have a sunrise here in a little bit. Over yonder, we will see a sunrise. This place that I'm delivering to doesn't open till 0900. They're on Mexico hours. As you can see, the streets of Mexico are calm right now. I've only been shot at a couple times today, and it's been pretty uneventful. You know, I want you kids to keep a lookout. If you see somebody coming up on me with an AK-47, just let them know that I come in peace and all I have is potatoes, and I'm willing to deliver it. Like, seriously, if somebody walked up to me and said, "Hey, give me your wallet," I'll be, "No, do you want the truck instead?" Like, I'll drive it wherever you want. Like, if you want to just steal a truck, I'll drive it for you. Just make sure, like, don't hurt me or anything. You know? But, yeah. Oh, our warning of the day. Stop spending. I've got vacation coming up here. Second week of March. Let's put you back on my steering wheel so you can stare at me. Oh, long distance, run around, zap. But yeah, it's peaceful in Laredo. I was a little worried because I stopped in Roswell, New Mexico, and stopped at a rest area that kind of looked like a rest area, but it really wasn't. Didn't allow trucks. Like, you had to park almost on the highway. You couldn't drive a truck in. I parked across the street, went for a 4-mile walk, went and saw some cows, walked back to the truck, and Border Patrol was parked behind the truck with their lights on. So I walked walked up to the truck and walked up to the guys, and I was like, "Can I help you?" And they're like, "Yeah, just checking on you because you're not parked in the parking spots." I said, "No, I didn't want to park in the parking spots because I want to be the first one to leave at midnight." And they're like, "Oh, that's fine. But we just want to let you know that we want you to be safe out here, and where you're parked isn't necessarily safe." And I said, "Well, I'm out of hours, so I'm parking here no matter what. Like, I can't make it to Carlsbad. I can't make it to Roswell. I got 6 minutes left on my clock. I am parked where I'm at." And they're like, "Hey, be safe." Yeah, and with everything that's going on in Mexico right now, like, I hope Mark Ely's doing okay, Because I know he lives in Mexico and he trucks all over the United States and he goes back to Mexico. I hope Mark Ely's doing okay. I don't know if he watches my channel anymore. I've lost a lot of people that used to watch my channel. Something about my abrasive personality and my drama turns people off. And that's a good thing. If you can't handle my drama, get the fuck out. Because I really don't have that much drama. But yeah, I hope Mark Ely, I hope you're doing okay if you're listening. We got some more comments. But yeah, we're hauling a load of potatoes. That's right. Big Dan talking about the John Deere tractor he's got. My grandfather bought it new, family's first tractor. Horses from 1837 to 1938. They bought their first tractor in 1938, which was a good 20 years into tractor production, you know? So your grandfather waited till tractors were pretty reliable and dependable before there's a giant rat. That's a giant rat. That's a giant rat. I think that's a rat. Is that a rat? Let's see if we can zoom in on it. Is that a rat or a squirrel? Or a bunny? Oh, those are bunnies. They're gonna fuck. Look at that. He's gonna attack. Stay away from me. Stay away. No, get away. Get away. These fucking rabbits, I swear. There he is. I thought he was gonna jump in the truck here. You gotta watch out for these Mexican rabbits. I got scared there for a second. Are you? Uh-oh. He knows I'm talking shit about him. He's circling. And keep in mind, that's the decoy rabbit right there. Because the other rabbits over here by the by that guard shack. So he's flanking me right now. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. You got to be careful about rabbits because they'll flank you like right now. He's listening to my conversation. You see those big ears? God gave rabbits big ears so they can listen to truck driver conversations. And he's lining himself up for a jump attack because this window's open. You know, I don't know if you can see here, but you know that window's open. Wait a second, where'd my rabbit go? I zoom out to talk to you and a friggin' bird flew by and the rabbit ran away. Is he right there? No. Where'd the rabbit go? I saw a bird fly by. I think I'm gonna have to. He might have jumped up on top of the truck. Do you see where the rabbit went? That's weird. There was another rabbit. Welcome to a live stream where we're sniping wildlife, local wildlife in Laredo, Texas. Gotta check the trees. Look for Charlie in the trees. Joe Little's in the house. Good seeing here, man. We're looking for rabbits. I saw a rabbit. There was 2 rabbits over here. I should knock on that truck driver's door and be like, hey, did you see the rabbits? And then they'll start wondering, like, is that guy on meth? Huh. I don't know what happened to my rabbit. Let's put you back on the steering wheel and get back to the commentaries. If I see a rabbit, I'll flip the camera around again. S&S Contracting. Lone Stars used to be a good truck. They're still a good truck. All trucks are good, as long as you don't have to pay for them or maintain them. S&S saying hi to Big Dan and Cheap Freight Hauler. Big Dan says, no potatoes for you. I do not, I'm not allowed to have potatoes. This belongs to somebody else. We have 44,500 pounds of potatoes. Not for me. Well, that and they're frozen too. I can't do anything with 44,000 pounds of frozen potatoes. Usually these shippers and receivers in Laredo are really cool. And I've got my GoPro set up. And I want to ask them if I can put the GoPro on the forklift while they unload the trailer. They're usually pretty good. And if not, I'll bribe them. Bribes work very well in Laredo, Texas. Big Dan saying hi to SST. SST's in here? No, that's SSC. SS Contracting. SST is Six Semper Tyrannis. SS Contracting saying hi to Snorlord, the Metalhead Viking Caveman Trucker. Cheap Freight Hauler. Bull Hauler is going to pick up some of that USDA. There's no USDA in Laredo, Texas. Come on. It's USAD. Local cross-border yeah, it's... No, the USDA is all over Laredo, Texas. This side of Laredo, Texas. Big Dan. Scooter Tramp Scotty, which is a good YouTube channel, by the way, put up a vid from Sayulita, just north of Puerto Vallarta. All good there. And normal cartel roadblock, burn vehicles and roads. Generally government vehicles, not civilians. Yeah, the cartel's not messing. Cartel's not messing with civilians. They don't care. Barrick Builds, good to see you, man. Good morning, bud. Getting ready for work. It is... what time is it? 6:51 in Laredo, Texas. It is 63 degrees outside. Jeff Spangler, what is the world coming to when rabbits are stalking you in broad daylight? Yeah, you got to be careful at night though. And it's not really broad daylight. It's morning. You know. It's what do they call this? Dusk. Is dusk morning or is that afternoon? Whatever. When the sun comes up, I'll show you. Big Dan, look up movie Night of the Lapis. You'll close your windows. Look up the Holy Grail, Monty Python. Wasn't there the rabbit of Caner Banog? You got to watch out for that rabbit, right? Oh, our rabbit came back. I am not here to talk to you. I'm here to... We're hunting wabbit. Zoom in on him. He's maintaining a low profile because he knows the other rabbit got taken out. But he's really nervous. It's almost like he thinks he's on camera. I got news for you, rabbit. We live in a surveillance state run by Big Brother. You are always on camera. I don't have anything to feed a rabbit. What kind of trucker chow does a rabbit eat? I've got some meat sticks. I got some cheese. You think a rabbit would want cheese? I think a rabbit would want cheese. I got some cheese. I also got some cans of chili. Should I warm up some chili? You think the rabbit will stay there long enough for me to warm up some chili? I can go over there and feed the rabbit. I wonder if the rabbit knows I'm here. I wonder if the rabbit will stay there. Hold on. Hold on. You know, I've got a red light. You think a rabbit will freak out? No? He's probably blind. Look at me blinding rabbits on a live stream. Now he's stunned. Now I could probably go over there and pick up the rabbit. Be like, hey, let me save you. Because that's how we treat our woodland creatures. We first we paralyze them with bright light, and we pick them up and we're like, hey, I'm gonna save you. I wonder if I could have a rabbit on a semi-truck. Wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've seen in the trucking industry, I'll tell you that. Speaking of weird things in the trucking industry, here I am. Here I am again on my own. We got another 30 minutes to an hour till we see sunrise. So we found the one rabbit, but the other rabbit that was stalking me has disappeared. Kind of wondering. Yeah, you got to get nervous when your window's rolled down and a rabbit disappears. Mina's in the house. Chief Freight Hauler, is the U.S. going to Mexico? The reason I ask is Monday there's an abnormally large military move happening in NC inland. This is the time of year that they move a lot of military vehicles. And you got to keep in mind that we're stocking up to go to war with Iran. So you'll see a lot of military vehicles going to the port in South Carolina. So, yeah, but keep in mind that a lot of military vehicles are going to get shipped overseas, and the port in Baltimore, I think, is open, right? Because they had that bridge that fell a couple years ago. There's a port. What is it? Charlotte. Going out there to Charlotte. Somebody needs a haircut. He's got a couple hairs sticking out. Needs a haircut. I work for FedEx anyway, so whatever. Legal Lolly saying, well, howdy, Sterling. Good to see you. Back to work. Have a day. Have a day. Because it's your choice what day you get to have. Chief Freight Hauler, I've seen 100 plus trucks of military equipment. As I was rolling through, where was I? Somewhere in Texas, between New Mexico and Texas, there was a train full of military vehicles heading east. Chief Freight Hauler says dawn. Yes, it is dawn. Jesus. Tyke Trucking. Dawn to dusk. That's right. Graz says Tel Aviv approved. Tel Aviv in the house. Shout out to Tel Aviv. Bombs over Baghdad. Jeff Sprangler, I saw that documentary, Monty Python's Holy Grail. It's frightening. It was a documentary. It was, along with Maximum Overdrive. That was a great documentary. Red Dawn, very good documentary. Independence Day, it'll be a documentary later this year. You think the aliens are going to attack? Like the real aliens, not the illegal ones. The space aliens, the universe aliens. Yeah, when they attack, that's when we got to be freaking out. Speaking of freaking out, Snorlord, the Metalhead Viking Caveman Trucker, just went live. So if you're a truck driver, go check out his show. He puts on a good show. We've got a bicyclist riding upon us. Chief Freight Hauler says Wascally Wabbit. Barrack Bill says, do rabbits eat beef jerky? We can't answer that question because I already ate it. I already ate. You can't keep. Why do they put Ziploc bag closures on beef jerky? Who are we trying to kid? Big Dan says slim pickings for rabbits by the looks of things there. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. Cheap Freight Hauler. The rabbits want your salad. Salad. Salad is a 4-letter word on this semi-truck. How dare you? Graz says they can only eat small portions of dairy and vegetables. Okay. small portions of dairy. So I've got some cheese, so it'll have to be a small portion. I don't have much for vegetables on the trucks. Barrick Build says, I'm calling PETA. What is that? People enjoying tasty animals? Yeah, that's PETA. People enjoying tasty animals. I love PETA. I love tasty animals. Barrick Builds. I've seen a lot of lizards in the trucking industry. Well, they don't exist as much as they used to. They don't. They're not as. They don't proliferate. They're not all over the world, all over the United States like they used to be. They're still pretty active in Olive Branch, Mississippi, and but you don't see them out here too much anymore. Online dating apps and stuff took care of that. Let me know if you see a rabbit or any other type of scary creature other than who's staring at the camera right now. Big Dan says, company emails, no rabbit droppings in cab. We have a pet policy. I don't know what you're talking about. Joe Little says, had Buffalo Wild Wings at a Love's in Dodge City, Kansas. Food tastes like it was fried in beef tallow. I'll approve of that. I'll approve of that. I haven't been to Dodge City, Kansas in quite a while, but I can still smell it. I can still smell Dodge City, Kansas. It smells like wet hamburger. Wet, warm, moist, dank hamburger. Barrick Builds. What the fuck is beef tallow? It's like, it's beef fat. So you will hear a lot about beef tallow because the fast food joints, Steak and Shake, have switched to beef tallow instead of using hydrogenated cooking oil for their friggin' French fries. What is your favorite tank? Abrams, the M1A1, right? It's got to be the Abrams. I do like a Sherman tank. Any Cadillac Eldorado before 1983. Yeah. I'll say Sherman. Only because I've actually seen one up close. I don't think I've ever seen an M1A1 Abrams up close. Yeah. I just go by what I've seen in person. Big Dan, rendered beef fat is tallow. That's right. Jeff says, hi, good to see you. Kyle, my birthday is this Saturday. Happy birthday, Kyle. Your birthday is Saturday, which is... Today's the 25th. Your birthday would be what? 26, 27, 28, 29th? 28th or 29th? I'm not good at math. That's why I'm a truck driver. Happy birthday to you, Kyle. Motobomb, Virginia, dropping the emoticons. We don't call them emojis around here. Barrick Builds. They moved to OnlyFans. What, PETA? Or the rabbits? We saw some rabbits out here a second ago. Jonas says, you driving, bro? Can't drive and live stream at the same time. That's illegal. That is distracted driving. Call the cops anytime you see somebody live streaming while they're driving. No, I just mount the phone to the steering wheel. Oh. Touche. Are you married? Have been married a couple times. Barrick Build says lizards. Yeah, a lot of lizards moved to OnlyFans. Jason Webb from Tasmanian I say keep trucking, good times. We'll always keep trucking. It's starting to get a little busy out here in Laredo, Texas. Sun's starting to come up. Quiet morning though. It's 60 degrees out. I can't deliver till 9 a.m. So we're just going to hang out, catch the sunrise. Rob on the road, that is Tyke Trucking, our friend from the UK. The Brits said the armor on the Shermans was too thin. Really? How would they know? Were they shooting at our tanks? No, Sherman tank. Was a Sherman tank British? I thought a Sherman tank was American. And if it wasn't, it is now. You want to fight me on it? America takes everything over. Touche. Well, meet your third wife. Third time is a charm. Fuck that. There will be no third wives. I've had 2 marriages, and I'm done. The only one I'm marrying is either one of my hands. Marriage is a lie anyway. Unless it bears kids, there's no reason to get married. And unless society enables men to be able to afford a single income household, marriage is fake. Do not get married unless you can afford to keep your wife at home and have her raise the kids and homeschool. Unless you're prepared to buck the system, do not get married. Salty, Baja. Fucking spring failed to load. Snow's back. Roads are shit this morning. Salty Badger's up there in Michigan somewhere, right? He's up there in Michigan. Remember, 3 points of contract. I'm gonna check our reefer temp. We're good. I want to show you kids something about Laredo, Texas. There's a lot of places where you go to deliver. We're not delivering to this place, but I notice, and this just seems like a Laredo kind of thing. But a lot of the shippers and receivers out here have outside kitchens. So, you know, they could have barbecues, and there's a television and a restroom and lights and benches. Like, isn't that cool? A lot of shippers and receivers down here have these outside kitchens. I always thought that was cool. Make sure you hit the like button for outside kitchens if you like outdoor kitchens. But we're delivering across the street. All activities are monitored by video camera. Do you see a video camera somewhere? Where's a video camera? I don't see a video camera. Is there a video camera up in the tree? I don't see one anywhere. I think I'm the video camera. Right over there, the sun will be rising in the near future. We had a pretty good drive down to Laredo. We picked up this load in the Tri-Cities of Washington. And 44,500 pounds of potatoes. And this place don't open till 9, so I'm just gonna sit here and live stream till they open. Hit that like button, by the way. I'm seeing a lot of lazy people watching this live stream. Well, listen, all I ask is that you hit that like button and set parking brake before leaving truck. Oh, Sterling, did you set your parking brake? I'm pretty sure it did. Okay, we just do that brake. The trailer brake is released. Let's get you back on the steering wheel. Hope kids are doing okay. Welcome to Laredo, Texas. So we got to get delivered. I think they open at 9. Thank you for hitting the like button, by the way. That was awesome. I saw the number jump up. It's very much appreciated. Yeah, we'll get delivered by 9. And don't let me forget that I want to put a GoPro on the forklift that's unloading the trailer. And I'll put that in an upcoming video. Down here in Mexico, Laredo, the shipping and receiving offices are pretty cool. I mean, they've got rules, but like nobody cares. Nobody cares. Most of the people show up drunk or stoned. Actually, that's not true. You don't smell a whole lot of weed down here in Laredo. That's a California thing. California and Florida. Salty Badger, sorry that you didn't get spring. Rob's neighbor, Carrie. Why haven't you been answering your text messages? Jonah says, early morning, 12 a.m. here. 12 a.m.? Australia? Are you in Australia? Amtrak Prime, Sherman tanks are American. That's right. Touche is brokenhearted. Jonah says, fuck the system, bro. Exactly. We are now best friends. Become a subscriber of the channel. We are definitely best friends. Jonah says, cool, let's go for a walk. Rob on the road, Tyke Trucking. No, they were driving them in World War II. D-Day, when the UK was an aircraft carrier for the U.S. Army. Okay. Tyke Trucking knows his history. I went to history. Like, I did okay in history. But I didn't memorize everything. My history is more automotive related and stuff. Like, I know about cars and airplanes and trucks and... But like world history and wars and stuff like that, I didn't learn a whole lot. Mainly because where I grew up in Southern California was an aerospace town, and it was during the first Gulf War. So the town like blew up, and in 5 years I went to like 5 different schools from 3rd grade to 8th grade, and every time I switched schools, even though we didn't move, like we stayed in the same neighborhood, we would start learning about the pyramids. And I'd switch schools 2 months later, and we'd start learning about the pyramids. And we'd switch schools, you know, the county was growing, and I kept switching schools. And we'd start off learning about the pyramids. So I tuned out. I don't care about Mesopotamia. I don't care about the Nile. I don't care about Egypt. I don't care about the Middle East at all. I really don't. I've learned too much. I don't care. So it kind of ruins history for me. Until I got older, and you know, just like anything else, you watch it on YouTube or the History Channel or whatever. And then, as you start getting older, you realize how much of the history you were taught was a complete lie. You know, you find out who Christopher Columbus really was, you know. You find out about the real history of the world, you know. It sucks becoming an adult. You learn too much. Jonas says, wow, the Sherman tank is not German. Dewana Gilliam, good seeing here, says, hey, Sterling. Big Dan says, that's awesome. Happy workers. Jonas says, you're on it. I was on camera, right? Big Dan says, the rabbits are drone cameras. It's true. Motobomb Virginia says, beautiful sunrise. Let's prove it. I hope the reefer trailer shuts off here in a little bit. It's a little loud and annoying. But yeah, right over yonder, that is the 35 goes south. Hold on, I'm covering the microphone. How rude. It's the 35 south, goes towards Mexico. But here, momentarily, we will get a sunrise. There's Jonah. Barrick Build says parking brakes are overrated. Yeah, just park it in neutral and leave it to God. Let go and leave it to God. Motobomb Virginia dropping the emoticons. If you're a member of my channel, you get emoticons. They're not emojis. Jonah says, talk to me, bro. Barrick Builds found the white box, the Land Rover Discovery that I built for rock crawling many years ago. Easy Mon says USA. Of course USA. So except that we're kind of like in Mexico right now, but it's all right. Rob's neighbor, you'll find out soon enough. It's not good. Did you lose your phone? I hope you didn't lose your phone. Well, how are you typing now if you're not on your phone? Text me and tell me what's going on. The sunrise is coming. Stop spending. Stop spending. The problem with my job is it's easy to spend too much. Oh. I hope you're doing okay, Carrie. Carrie is Rob's neighbor there in the comments. Jonas says Tasmania. I knew you were around there somewhere. Tasmania is a beautiful country, right? I hope it's a country. Or is it Tasmania is a country. Ugly Americans didn't study your history. I hope you're doing well, Jonah. Motobomb saying hi to Carrie. Jonah says, we friends now, bro. Good times. Motobomb Virginia, trains, history. Yeah, that's basically the only thing that matters. A couple of years ago, the big boy locomotive, the Union Pacific, star of the Union Pacific fleet, came to California and Donner Pass, and me and a special lady at the time jumped on the motorcycle and went and visited, checked out that train. And that exact train I had visited when I was like 5 years old. It used to be parked in Los Angeles, just outside of Los Angeles in Train Town. And I was honored to see that train 20 years later when I was 34. You know? Yeah. Wait, I was 44. I don't get paid to math. I'm a truck driver. Barrick Builds. The only history that matters is Black History. That's correct. It is Black History Month. So we only care about Black history for the rest of this month. Big Dan says, hey, Moto, Carrie. Barrick Build says, just kidding. What do you mean? It is Black History Month. If it wasn't, we wouldn't have stoplights. Believe the toilet was invented. What else? There's all sorts of stuff. I detect a sunrise. The sunrise is coming. Got 23 people, 23 likes. I need 50 likes. Go grab your mom's phone and make her like my channel. The sun's gonna pop up over the bridge. That is the 35. Let me not cover the microphone on my phone. Motobomb saying hi to Big Dan. Beric Bill says, yep. Jonah says, you're interesting, bro. Cheers. Yeah, I do a lot of trucking content right now. But when I get home, I'll do motorcycle and Volkswagen content. Roadie's in the house. Road King. Good morning, Sterling. Road King got himself a new motorcycle. Speaking of motorcycles, that's a nice truck. That's a KW. Nice truck. Oh, running rich. Jesus. Man. Gross. Oh, sunrise. Roadie, good seeing here. You got yourself a new motorcycle. Hardwire 1%er saying, Mr. Wheel, good seeing here. Hardwire. Hope you're doing well this morning. We are in Laredo, Texas. As you can see, the cartel is leaving us alone because we have nothing to do with the American government. Although, if the cartel owns that truck, you need to fix some of the fuel injectors. That truck was running way too rich. But, I mean, the upside to that is there's no mosquitoes anywhere for like 10 miles. But we're going to get a sunrise here in a little bit. Motobomb saying hi to Hardwire Road King, dropping the Sport Lady emoticons. That was my 1200 Sportster. Missed that motorcycle like crazy. I lost it in a horrible relationship accident. Listen, kids, don't get into relationships. It's not worth it. Work on yourselves. Brody saying hi to Moto. Crystal Kitten, we saw her do a live stream last night. She was walking home. She lives up there in Canada land. She was walking in negative 10 degrees Celsius. And, man, I felt so bad for you walking in that kind of cold. But you seem like you were used to it. Jonah says, stop spending, bro. Exactly. Stop spending. I need to reach up and shut the notifications off on my phone. There we go. So that's what I connect to my steering wheel in order to do live streams. But yeah, we're going to get a sunrise here in a little bit. We got another truck rolling up on us. He's cooking. Bobtails don't mess around in Laredo. Trust me. Hardwire 1%er saying hi to Motobomb. Rob on the road says Tasmanian Devil. Jonas says, how old are you? How old are you? I am 45. Jonah saying, I have a V-Star 650. Good times. That's a great motorcycle. Rob on the road has corrected me. Rob on the road is Tyke Trucking, by the way. Thomas Crapper, an Englishman, invented the flush toilet. No shit. Good times. Hardwire 1%er. Way to look at the bright side. Might be killing people, but at least ain't got no mosquitoes. Exactly. Motobomb, Virginia. Oh, the sunrise has been accomplished. Coming over the bridge. Coming over the bridge. Just in time to see Mom in here. Motobomb saying, Motobomb, Virginia saying hi to Tyke. And Mom saying, good morning, Sterling. Mom, good seeing you here, Mom. Hope you're having a good morning. I brought you the sunrise in Laredo, Texas. It is 63 degrees. I got a load of potatoes running at negative 10. Back there in the trailer. We picked it up just outside of Yakima, Washington. Drove 2,000 miles to get here. Got here on time. They don't open till 9. It is a cross-dock facility. I think it's refrigerated. I hope it's refrigerated. I don't care. As long as they get it out of the trailer and sign my bills. And, but they're not going to get here till 9, so I'm just going to sit here and lollygag. Big Dan says, good morning to Mom. Hope you're doing good, Mom. We're all thinking about you. Sorry I haven't called much, but I'm in a very bad, ugly place, and I don't want to talk. Most of my friends are realizing that I'm an asshole, too, so... it is what it is. I have unsubscribed from about 100 channels. A lot of it has to do with stop spending. Stop spending. Not just monetarily. But I'm a little tired of subscribing to other people's BS. I've got enough of my own to go around. Oh, the beautiful sunrise. The sunrise is scorching us right now. But I've unsubscribed from a lot of channels. A lot of channels that have asked me for help in the past. I'm letting go of a few people that are taking too much inventory on how much I contribute to their lives. Which is unfair because I am not present. I'm a truck driver. I'm on the road. And I can't drop everything I'm doing to help people. So the last couple weeks I've taken inventory of what's important, what matters to me most in life, and the most important thing that matters to me right now, above all else, other than that reefer running at 2200 RPM, the absolute most important thing to me right now is peace. That's why I changed my phone number a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, had to unsubscribe from a lot of channels. Unsubscribed from a lot of channels. I shut off notifications on a bunch more. You know, I sat here and told you that the reefer trailer's running at 2200 RPM. We can find out what the RPM is on that trailer. I bet you can find out the RPM. Oh. I was a little bit wrong. It's only running at 2000 RPM. So, before I became a truck driver, I was a diesel mechanic. And before I became a company man, which right now I work for a company, I was an owner-operator. And to be a good owner-operator, you got to know how everything works. How to get into the reefer units and change the menus and all that stuff. You have to know that. Because if I called someone right now, like if I called somebody to go here and press that button and tell me what the RPMs were, $200 service call. It's usually $100 to hook up for diagnostics. That would have been a $200 service call. Big Dan says, save more, stop spending. Exactly. Yeah, here in a few weeks, I think less than a few weeks, we got the Forgotten Angels camp out coming up in Florida. I've already paid for it. I just need to register. I'm not sure how many people are going to be able to make it down, but I'm more than prepared to show up there alone, all by myself. And that's fine. I think I'll just get a tent, cheap tent, and a friggin' air mattress. I've got a battery backup that'll run my CPAP machine. Motobomb Virginia, that's a great way to remind yourself. Windshield chalkboard, exactly. Yeah, that's a common thing for us truckers, is to write on the windshield. A lot of us will write our instructions on the windshield, or we'll write them on the passenger side window here. Here's that International Lone Star from this morning. International Lone Star. Don't see those trucks too much. Very cool. That's cool, huh? But yeah, we're just hanging out this morning. The sun is scorching us. I'm trying to keep my beard until the camp out, but it's getting a little unmanageable. And it's messing up the seal on my CPAP machine. Mom's saying, "Good morning, Dan. Had a great doctor's appointment. Thank you for the prayers." We were all praying for you, Mama. Jonas says, "Bro, you can't take it to the grave, so spend it, live life, be happy." It's true. It's true. But there are certain people that I make sure will be taken care of when I leave. So that's kind of what we're working for right now. I ain't got much of a life at home or anything like that, so we're just out here piecing ourselves back together, saving money, trying to be good, productive members of society. It's very hard. I really don't want to participate in society. But, you know, I've got this diesel-powered prison. I've got a corner office with a padded room back there. You know, anytime I need to go cry my eyes out, I shut the curtains right here, and I hide in the back and I cry and color in my coloring books. But I only use red crayons because I'm very rageful like that. The only color crayon I have is red. Big Dan says, "Great news, Mom. Your boys and family are always in my prayers." Yeah, Dan let me know of that last week. Him and I had we had a good discussion about things. He knows the current struggle that I'm going through. And Dan's good people. Big Dan. Jonas says, "It's okay." Hardwire says, "Way to go, you broke it." Hardwire says, "I thought you said you was before you was a truck driver, was a therapist." No. Barrick Bill says, "I've got to stop buying Pokemon." Oh, that's an addiction. But it's okay. Listen, find an addiction that's cheaper. You can never get rid of any addiction. There's no way. There's not a single human being on this earth that has ever gotten rid of addiction. You just replace it with something else. Like, I quit smoking, so I got fat. If I want to lose weight, I better start smoking. It's a weird way that the human mind works. And being a truck driver, I get to listen to a lot of audiobooks and stuff. And I'm not into like fiction or any of that crap. I don't like listening to a lot of books and stories. I miss the days when I could sit in a truck stop diner and get all the stories that you could ever want, you know. But the sweet and sour sniffles ruined all that. But I listen to a lot of lectures, a lot of psychology and stuff like that. So I understand the human mind a little too well, which makes it hard to put up with anybody's bullshit at all. But yeah, there's no way to stop addiction. You just got to replace it with something else. Make your addiction an addiction to recovery. So instead of buying Pokemon, buy Pogs. You kids remember Pogs? They're probably really cheap or extremely expensive right now. You remember Pogs? Or Garbage Pail Kids? How about that? Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah, you just got to replace your addiction with something else that doesn't destroy your life. But listen, buy as many Pokemon cards as you want. As long as it doesn't disturb your ability to go to work or have meaningful relationships, you're fine. It really sucks that I'm addicted to work. Oh man. Jonah says you should be on the big bucks. We do all right. We're doing okay. Yeah, I've been knocking it out of the park the last couple weeks, but I haven't been home. Jonah says got the same beard, man. Yeah, I'm going for the mountain man look. I I want people away from me. You know. I'm gonna roll up this window because I don't want. I'm tired of the noise of the reefer. I don't want to hear that thing anymore. I'm done. The noise of reefer is disturbing me. I prefer quiet reefer. But the plan is to get delivered. This warehouse don't open till 0900, and it was only, what time is it now? 7:34 in the morning. Hour and a half. They will open up and allow me to deliver. Let's pull the blinds there a little bit. A little too bright. Big Dan says, I'll send you a link to a lightweight cot that folds Mongo-sized cretins, fits Mongo-sized cretins well and comfortable, packs on the bike. Really? Yeah, send me that link, Dan. Big Dan says, motorcycle travel is not the cheapest addiction, but the rewards are endless in the people I've met and yet to meet. I'm addicted to hotel rooms, honestly. I'm not much of a camper. I mean, I camp for a living. I drive a semi-truck to the corner office, padded room, right? And, but like when I'm on the motorcycle, after a long day's ride, I want a nice hot shower. I want a nice comfortable bed. I'm bougie like that. But this year, I'm planning, I live pretty close to Florida now. I live in Georgia, just north of Florida. And there's a lot of campgrounds that I want to visit. And this year I want to start having a life. Last year was all about traveling and doing this job. And after the camp out in March, the Forgotten Angels camp out, I'm going to try to get a more local or regional job. And that way I can start building a life where I'm at. Because right now I can't have friends or anything. There's no romantic relationships or anything like that. And thing that sucks is I'm losing. I feel like I'm losing friends because the more that I tell people that I can't be there, the more they accuse me of not being there. So I gotta back away from a lot of people. What sort of bike do you have, Jonah? We've got a BMW R18 Transcontinental. That's my newest bike. And my other bike is an FJR 1300 Yamaha. I sold that bike to my best friend Buck, but he hasn't finished paying me yet, so it's still my bike. And I wanted to put a front tire on it and a new battery. I want to make sure that bike's running well in case he needs to ride it down to Florida in a hurry. Big Dan, budget allows. I'm in a Econo Lodge, no hesitation. But I camp to stretch budgets and travel length. It's so much cheaper to camp, right? I've got a couple different memberships, discounts to hotels and stuff like that, but there's no way I can get anything cheaper than like $80 a night. Something that's livable. We got a driver pulled up on us. Hardwire 1%er. Don't live in Ohio. It sucks here. I agree. I've got friends that live in Ohio. David Edwards. He's closer to, and I never pronounce anything correctly on purpose, but he lives in Lima, Ohio. So that driver that just passed us, he's eyeballing a place to park, and I got here first. So you know what that means? Keep right on driving. Matil Riddell. Sounds like drama. Okay. Got 10 people watching with 27 likes. I appreciate you kids hitting the like button. We sat here long enough to catch the sunrise. Let's see how the sunrise is doing. The sun has risen. Look at that sun. It's over there just burning up the earth. Just burning our globe. Scaring off all the rabbits. Earlier in the live stream, we hung out with rabbits. We were nearly accosted by rabbits. Hope kids are doing okay. Welcome to a Wednesday. I believe it is Wednesday. Right? Computer verifies. It is Wednesday, the 25th? Today's the 25th? Holy shnikes. It's the 25th. What happened this month? Hardwire says, yeah, I'm not too far south from Canton, the Football Hall of Fame city. That's right along 77. I'm not a big fan of football. I'm not a fan of football at all. At all. That's the truth. But I want to see that museum. I love museums. I saw another museum that I haven't seen, which is close to where I live in Georgia. Just outside of Atlanta, Cartersville. There's a museum called the Savoy. I want to check out that museum. I love museums. A while back, I got to see the Harley Davidson Museum. And actually, let me show you something. Stare at the street, because I don't want you seeing I'm not wearing panties. Stare at the street, not at my ass. Stare at the street, not at my focus. Oh man, I can already tell it's going to warm up here in Laredo town. Damn it, I was going to show you the shirt that I got at the Harley Davidson Museum, but I know I can't freaking find it. Where is my Harley shirt? Oh, where can it be? Where is my Harley Davidson shirt? Press the wrong button again. Let's see. So I got a shirt that I haven't worn yet. It says Harley Davidson from the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee. Pretty cool shirt. Remember, always hang your clothes up. Big Dan says, Connell Lodges with the AAA discount, or just be friendly and ask for reduction. I average 65 to 85 total a night. Campgrounds 25 generally best I've done. Free camping is actually fairly easy. Free camping? That's what I do in a semi truck, unless I gotta pay for parking. The cool thing about this trip that I was just on, I got to camp out in Roswell, New Mexico. I didn't see any aliens. You know what Roswell, New Mexico is famous for? Apparently the first human contact, first evidence of aliens. There was a TV show when I was a kid called Unsolved Mysteries. And it was quite possibly the first television show that I ever recorded on VHS. Big Dan says muted after chicken appeared. Really? Do I need to bring the chicken back? There you go. I pressed the wrong button. Hardwire says no one wanted to see you choke your rubber chicken. Oh well. That's for my fans only. channel. You gotta pay big bucks for that, though. Big bucks. What were we talking about, though? Camping? Oh, yeah, Roswell, New Mexico. There was a TV show when I was a kid. I remember recording it on VHS. It was Unsolved Mysteries, and they talked about, uh, and it's always crazy white people. How come black people don't see aliens or UFOs? They see ghosts, but I don't think I've ever seen a black person say, "Oh my God, I got abducted by an alien and they probed my butt." I've never seen a. Have you? Do you know any black people? It's Black History Month. I want you today go out and ask somebody. First off, they have to be black, and you say, "Merry Black History Month." Have you ever seen a UFO? I will guarantee you right now, there's no way a black person has ever seen a UFO. We're gonna put up a poll. It is a scientific poll. I want true answers. Okay? This is I'm going to change the color of the poll because it's a very severe question. You must answer this truthfully. Starting the poll now. It's an interesting question. Has black people seen UFO? I do not know of any black person that has ever seen a UFO. Anyway, so I slept in Roswell, New Mexico, and it was really nice. I got to see the stars, which we don't get to see the stars too much on the east coast of America. It's too much light pollution. I haven't seen the stars where I live in Valdosta. It's way too much light pollution. I don't understand it. Maybe it's light pollution from Jacksonville or something. We live south of town in a community known as Dasher. But I've never seen the stars, really. It's kind of sad. I like seeing the stars. Big Dan says, maybe me, I'll refresh. Yep, is my end. Insane Wheels. Check out his show. Coming up here in a couple hours, right? Mike Ball, Insane Wheels. Good morning, Sterling and everyone. Good seeing here. Good seeing here, Mike Ball. Our little poll today, it's very important that you answer this extremely professionally and accurately, because Jesus is watching. Jesus is watching over you, and you must answer this correctly. And I want you, if you know any black people, call them right now. While this stream is going on, I want you to grab somebody else's phone, and I want you to call a black person, and I want you to ask them, have you seen a UFO? And then tell them to come to my channel, the Sterling Wheel channel, and answer this poll that you see above us. The people that own the warehouse that I'm parked outside of have arrived. I wonder if they'll let me in early. That'd be nice if they let me in early. I'm gonna roll down the window just in case a dude wants to talk to me. Be like, buenos dias, mi amigo. ¿Cómo estás? I don't know if they run the warehouse or they're stealing from it. You never know down here in Laredo. Let's see. I don't want to blind myself in the sun. Good seeing here, Mike Ball. Hope you're doing well. Mike Ball's got a really good live show. It's coming up here very soon. Show you kids what I'm staring at. Insane wheels.
Hey, boss.
How you doing, brother?
This 9,000?
Right here in front of me, yeah.
Huh?
Right here in front of me. This is 9,000. They usually open around 9. Everything down here.
9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Anybody here?
There's a couple people. If you see that office right over there, I saw somebody walk through that gate and into that office. It looks like there might be 2 people there, either right here or this office right next to me. I think that there's somebody in there right now. I think it's, yeah.
Or if I can sit there.
Until somebody runs you off. Welcome to Laredo. Yeah, Laredo's, there's no law down here. It's Mexico. Big Dan saying hi to Mike. Mike, Insane Wheels, saying hi to Big Dan. Hardwire 1%er. Maybe aliens just aren't interested. Are you saying aliens, like space aliens, are racist against black people? Is that why black people don't get abducted by aliens? That's racist. I don't approve of that. Motobomb Virginia, got to head out, but I'll leave the stream running and hope everyone has a blessed day. We have 30 likes going on up there. I appreciate you for showing the likes. And make sure you vote. We only got 8 votes. We need to get some more votes. Has black people seen UFO? I don't believe they have. I have never met a black person that has confided in me that they had either seen a UFO or were abducted by a UFO. I don't believe it. I call shenanigans, honestly. But we need more votes. We need more votes. Motobomb, good seeing you here. Hope you have a good day. Big Dan says, take care, Moto. Tyke Truck and Rob on the Road. There's a YouTube over here, Trucker Girls, Trucking World. She does OnlyFans and dildos herself in her truck. She's bought a V8 Scania with the money she's made. That's good. That's good. She ain't the only one. She ain't the only one. There's a lot of OnlyFans girls that are truck drivers. See, that's what happened. They made these trucks so easy to drive that you can cram sex toys in various orifices while you're going down the road and double your income. Oh, but you got to be hot, though. Like, if I started cramming orifices, I don't think anyone's going to throw me any money. It's weird how I haven't gotten any super chats this morning. You should be ashamed. How dare you watch this without dropping a super chat? Do I need to start cramming things? Do I need to bring out rubber devices and start cramming them? Because I will. Drop a super chat. Come on. Get on it. Let's close the. We got 10 votes, so we're gonna close the vote, and it'll be official. This is a scientific poll. Waiting for the results. Okay, for our scientific poll this morning. Has black people seen UFO? No, 70%. Yes, 30%. 10 people have verified. 7 out of 10 people have verified that black people have not seen a UFO. I don't believe they have. I really don't believe they have. It's true. In the spirit of Black History Month, we will add another question for the poll. Here's a question for you. It's a very important one. You have to answer truthfully. Answer quickly and truthfully. In the spirit of Black History Month, Our next question. Do black people sneeze? Do black people sneeze? I have never witnessed a black person sneeze. And I don't know if it's because I live in a sheltered semi-truck and travel all over the country. Travel all over the world, honestly. I have never witnessed a black person sneeze. So, let's start pumping up the volume with the votes here. I've never had a black person tell me that they've seen a UFO. I've never met a black person that has claimed to be abducted, to have been abducted by UFO. That seems like white people territory. Do black people sneeze? We got 8 votes so far. We need a couple more votes before I cancel that. Before I tally the results. Brought to you by FedEx Ground. If you need your package crammed, call FedEx Ground. So I don't think this warehouse that I'm delivering to is open. I think it's just somebody moving trucks around. It could be somebody stealing a truck. We are in Mexico right now. Anyone want a white Volvo? It ran. They jump-started it with that Honda SUV. Oh, we got 10 votes, so we need to close the poll. In honor of Black History Month, we are tallying up the results. Hope kids are doing okay. It's a Wednesday. It is February 25th. We are coming towards the end of Black History Month, and we are celebrating. We're not celebrating the end of Black History Month. That's kind of rude. We're celebrating Black History Month. It's very important. Jeffrey says, laughing out loud, you funny. I don't know. It's a very serious show. Freedom says, UFO, unfriendly odor. Oh, man. I didn't define it. I think you might have canceled out our first poll. There's a discrepancy in our poll. I did not define what a UFO was. 7 out of 10 people said, yeah, we can go back to the results of the first poll, right? Has black people seen UFO? You can't see an unfriendly odor, though. Unless it's a really bad odor and it's got the little wavy lines, you know? Unless it blinds you. Unless it's so stank that it blinds you. Remember how I said that there was a vehicle being stolen? I think I was right. Hold on. Gotta check out my computer. Oh, I wish I was in Tijuana. Eating barbecued iguana. Okay, we're good. Computer's not affecting me that much. We got more truckers looking for places to park. Yeah, welcome to the trucking industry. Will you drive around looking for a place to park? It's funny. 2 people drove into this parking lot that I'm sitting outside of right now. And now there's 4 people. So I think 2 people were sleeping in the parking lot. Interesting. We were watching human smuggling. Let's see some more likes. Let's see some super chats. Cheap bastards. But yeah, has black people seen UFO? 7 out of 10 people said no. And I agree with that. Do black people sneeze? We're celebrating Black History Month. And we're asking the important questions. I have never personally witnessed a black person sneeze. I think that they're immune to allergies. And that's a blessing. I wish I was black. Because I sneeze like it's going out of style. I really do. Out of 10 votes, 80% of you, 8 out of 10 people have verified that black people sneeze. That is extremely interesting. Very good. What's another question we can ask in Black History Month? Adventures of Keyfob, what's good in the sun today? What's good in the sun today? We are in the sun today. We had a friggin' sunrise over there. Right there. And we're sitting in Laredo, Texas. It's going to warm up pretty good. It'll be in the 70s, I bet. The reefer trailer's running. What's good in the sun today? We're doing good. We're going to get delivered. This warehouse don't open until 9. It is 8 o'clock. So we got to wait another hour for them to open up and get delivered. And then head on over to the hub where I got to get the truck worked on. Get some laundry taken care of. And tomorrow we'll hit the road. We'll hit the road a new man. I definitely need a haircut. I need to find a place to get my beard trimmed in the near future. So I'm getting a little scraggly. I'm starting to lose the look of employment. Starting to look homeless. Vet RC laughing out loud. No, you don't. I don't know what we're talking about. Big Dan says, good morning, Keyfob. Heading up to check critters. Big Dan's got a cow farm. He's got a cow village. He's got a village full of cows. Jeffrey Wynn. Bro, we sneeze. Facts. I did not know. That's why we ask the important questions. It's important to ask questions because if you don't ask, you remain stupid. And stupidity will be used against you in a court of law. And it's your right to remain silent. Silence is not stupidity. Learn something new every day. Vet RC says, what are you hauling? We got potatoes. We got potatoes. Picked up this load just outside of Yakima. Actually, just outside of Kennewick in Pasco, Washington. We drove 2,000 miles to Laredo, Texas, and we're hoping to get delivered here in 1 hour. Vet RC says, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Poncho Loco, that's crazy Poncho, with a good joke, but you gotta drop the answer before I read it. You got, and that's not what we're doing. We're not doing black jokes today. We're celebrating Black History Month. So I'm gonna post another question. It's very important. And keep in mind, these are all very serious questions that I pose. And we're going to change right there. Starting a poll now. Hold on, I got to put it in the right spot. There we go. Make sure you vote. It's very important that you vote. Got 36 likes, 13 people watching. Haven't seen a super chat. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. I work very hard for you, and you're not dropping super chats. Tell you, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to be live streaming right now. I'm a famous YouTuber, and you're not rewarding me. How do you think Whistling Diesel buys all of his cars that he can destroy? Listen, somebody drops a $500,000 super chat, I will buy the closest Ferrari or Lamborghini and wreck it on a live stream. Make sure you participate in the poll. Once we hit 10 votes, we close the poll. Tri-State Trucker says, good morning. Tri-State. I like that. That's a great name. We're sitting, that's funny. The truck that just blew past me, the back door said, report unsafe driving. He drove past me so fast I couldn't read the phone number on the back of his truck. Oh, we need one more vote. Good seeing here, Tri-State Trucker. Hang around the channel. I'm a truck driver as well, obviously. Hardwire 1%er. Silence is not stupidity, but silence is violence. Thus saith the youth of the day. Dumbass. It's true. Silence is not violence. Silence is a requirement. Silence, I love silence. There's not enough silence in the world. Poncho Loco, you didn't answer your first question. You can't come in here with a question and not answer it. So, you will be punished. I gotta punish you. Sorry. Salty Badger. Do black females shave the burger? That's a good question. From what I've seen, more so than white chicks. Yeah. Yeah. Tolga's in the house saying hi. You're supposed to say oi, not hi. Ventures of Keyfob saying hi, Tolga. Tri-State Trucker. I love your screen name. I see you work for FedEx. No, I used to. Had to leave because they put driver-facing cameras. I hate cameras facing me. I cannot stand. Oh, we got 12 votes. We gotta close the poll. I cannot stand cameras anywhere in my vicinity or facing me at all. I hate cameras. I refuse cameras. I rebuke cameras. There should never be a camera pointed at me for any reason whatsoever, unless it's my own camera. So if you got a camera and you're pointing it at me, I will whip my cock out. You put a camera on me, I'm gonna whip my cock out. No, I work for a different company though. Let's get to the poll that I put up. Do black people like cheeseburger? In honor of Black History Month, 69%. We had 13 votes. 69% said, "Do black people like cheeseburger?" They agreed. Interesting. But 31%, which would be what? 4 of you? 4 of you said that black people don't like cheeseburger. That's weird. What say you, Jeffrey? You said you were black, right? Do you like cheeseburger? I'll make you one if you want. I'm pretty good at making hamburgers, cheeseburger. It has to be a cheeseburger. A hamburger without cheese is like it's like Pakistan without bacon, you know? It's just not right. It really isn't. It's not holy. Definitely not kosher. It's really not kosher that they don't allow bacon in the Muslim countries of the world. I don't know what the problem with bacon is. You know? It's really unholy they don't allow bacon. Jeffrey says facts. It is. I'm telling you right now. Rob on the road. That is Tyke Trucking, by the way. Says hi to Tolga. Tolga is in the godforsaken land of Turkey. We've got 36 likes. We need a little bit more likes. I'm going to post another question in honor of Black History Month. What's a good question? If you saw a black person, would you ask them a question? And what would that question be? Um, let's see. I'm a. And keep in mind, these are all very serious questions. And in the honor of me being in Mexico right now, all right, let's start this siesta. Serious question. Do black people like Mexican food? Let's move the poll right there. And once this reaches 10 votes, we close it down. 10 votes. I got to keep an eye on the time because we got 50 more minutes. My appointment's at 9. Tyke Trucking says, why is it called a hamburger when the patties are beef? Because it comes from the land of hamburger. I think it was invented in Pennsylvania somewhere, the American hamburger. I think it was invented in America. But yeah, if you've ever made a hamburger with just ham, like they do ham and Swiss on burger buns, that's okay. We got 7 votes. Chasing Ghost, good seeing here, a fellow truck driver. Nothing has tried to kill me yet this week, but it's only Wednesday. She was almost accosted by an alligator. She was almost squished between a couple containers. I think she's been riding her motorcycle to work too. That's always a daring, death-defying maneuver. 38 likes. We need some more likes. What are you doing in here without liking this? Come on, we got 13 of you. We need some more likes. We need some more votes right here. Get your votings on. I'm gonna clean my lens because we're a little squiggly. I like a clean lens. We like clean lenses around here. The vote in honor of Black History Month. Do black people like Mexican food? We've only got 7 votes. We need 10. We've got one more like. We're at 39 likes. I appreciate you. Haven't seen any super chats though. Tyke Trucking. What's going on? I know it's the end of the month. Tri-State Trucker says, that's a weird question. I'm not going to say it out loud. You got to drop super chat for me to read something like that. Jeffrey Wynn loves Mexican food. Good times. Young Chazzy, what kind of question is that? A serious question. Tri-State Trucker says, if some words pop up that I don't say or don't sound right, it's because I use voice chat instead of typing. I do the same thing. I grew up in Southern California. I'm well versed in broken English. We got 41 likes. I appreciate the likes. Got 15 people watching. There is a poll, a serious poll in honor of Black History Month. We need some answers. This is a scientific poll, and it'll be reported to the feds. And we're gonna get the answers today. There is no redacted, even though they've dropped millions and millions and millions of files. Nothing will be redacted on my channel. We got 8 votes. We need 2 more votes. Do black people like Mexican food? That's a serious question. It's a question as old as time. It's not even the Bible. You could crack open the Bible right now and not even see that question. You won't see it answered. Young Chaz, we got 9 votes. Seriously dumb question. This is a grown man and doesn't know if black people like Mexican food. That's why we ask questions. You know? Did it say retard live stream? No, it didn't. We're here to ask questions. Answer the question or get the fuck out. We are ending the poll. We got 10 votes. Waiting for the results. Do black people like Mexican food? 10 votes, which means 7 people said yes. 30% or 3 people said no. That question was brought up by a friend of mine that I was talking to. Happened to be black. Said that he didn't like Mexican food. Now he lives in Milwaukee, and I've had Mexican food in Milwaukee, and it's not that good. So I think, and he's tried it, and he said he didn't like it. And I said, hey, the next time you're in Georgia, stop by my place, and I'll get you some good Mexican food. So I might be able to change his opinion. He might have been one of the 3 people that voted no. Rob on the Road. It was called Hamburg Steak. 19-cent. Tyke Trucking is our fact checker. We got 41 likes. That's not enough. We need some more likes. It was called Hamburg Steak, a 19th century dish of chopped or minced beef. The Americans put it on a bun. Young Chazi, a middle-aged man that doesn't know if black people like Mexicans foods. That's why we ask questions. Are you fucking stupid? You go through the world not asking questions? Who the fuck are you? Do. We're going to ask another important question. Not related to Black History Month. Is young Chaz a daft wanker? Make sure you vote. Once we hit 10 votes, we will tally up the results. Is young Chaz a daft wanker? Oh, welcome to the mean streets of Laredo. Hanging out, watching our traffics. Reporting on the traffic from Laredo. We got traffic, weather, and traffic. Welcome to 97.1, the Laredo. We got Hondas, we got Volvos, we got Kenworths. We've got 7 votes. We got 8 votes. We need some more votes. We need more votes. Because people that don't ask questions are stupid. Got 9 votes. We need one more vote. We got 16 people watching. It's only 41 likes. I need one more like. Let's get on with it. Chasing Ghost. Next poll. Big booty Latinas. I think everyone likes them, even gay men. I don't know if that's a question related to Black History Month. We need one more vote for young Chaz. Oh, I mispronounced his name. That's Chazi. Apologies. Laughing out loud. Very mature. I am very mature. You should obey your elders. 10 votes. Okay, we can close. We can close the votes. We are tallying this up. And unlike the Epstein files, nothing gets redacted. Is young Chaz a daft wanker? 60% says yes. 40% says no. That was pretty damn close to 50%. Young Chazzy, good seeing you here, man. Hope you're doing well. Tolga says, I'm surprised you can still smoke inside anywhere in Europe, though, except Bulgaria and Romania. You can still smoke indoors in areas of Kentucky. In areas of Kentucky and Mississippi, you can still smoke indoors. Let's go back to Chasing Ghosts question. I think it's a very important question that has to be answered. Bum, 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 bum. And I don't know, it's kind of related to... It's kind of related to Black History Month, honestly. I mean, it's just, it's a cultural thing. Oh, big boots, Latinas. I didn't spell it right. Let me see if I can fix that. Can I fix it? Whatever. You know what I mean. You gotta ask your Latina women. You gotta ask your Mexican women's. You got some big boots on there? Were your boots made for walking? Cheap freight hauler still on the side of the road. Yeah, they don't open for another 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes. They open at 9, so I can get delivered. So we're just gonna sit here and pontificate upon the internet. We got 6 votes for bad grammar. We got an international pro star coming at us. Welcome to Laredo, Texas. It is 64 degrees. It is 8:21 in the morning. Most people this early in the morning are lost. I got here early and took a spot. That's what you got to do down here in Laredo, Texas. You got to take your spots early. You got to dominate your parking spots. That driver thought he was going to be able to pull into this driveway that I'm sitting in front of. But the location is not open yet. Most things around here open at 9 a.m. Most places. The question, we need 3 more votes. We got 14 people watching at 43 likes. That's some good numbers. That's some good numbers. Give me a few more likes. The actual question is big booty Latinas. Tolga says yes, 100. Yes, 200%. No, negative 100%. That's not mathematically impossible. That is mathematically impossible. Young Chazi, thanks to the real ones that said no to that jackass question. We got we got Haven, the Southern Heart fangirl. Good times. Yes, big boots are Latinas. We got 10 votes. We can close that vote. Let's wait for the results. I meant to say big booty Latinas. Or maybe I meant to say big boobs Latinas. Actually, let's we can change that question here in a little bit. Good seeing here, Southern Heart fangirl. Big boots Latinas. 9 out of 10 of you. Only one person said no. For large boots Latinas. We're gonna ask another question. Do. All right. Choose wisely. Very important question. Butts or boobs? You will be judged harshly for your answers, by the way. I will trace you and track you down and knock on your front door and ask you why most people are choosing butts over boobs. That's awkward. I'm going to let this poll go to 20 votes because I'm detecting some shenanigans. I'm detecting a lot of shenanigans. We got 5 votes. Butts are still winning. I don't like your voting. Tolga, why though? It was pretty close result in Venezuelan election. There was more than 100% result at the same time. Don't you remember? Yeah, Venezuela's. There's nothing going crazy in Venezuela. We solved that problem. We got 8 votes. We need more votes. We got 17 people watching. Let's see some more votes. 45 people liked this. Like just tells me that it's worth waking up every morning and doing stupid shit like this. Tyke Truckin says they build Scanias in Querétaro, Mexico. That's not too far from here, right? That's down there by Puebla, Mexico, I think. I think so. Yeah. Look it up on a map and tell me how close is it to Mexico City. Chasing Ghosts. My phone did the same thing. Autocorrect. I had to correct it. Yeah, big boots. Latinas. I vote for big booty Latinas. Choose wisely. The vote's up there. We're almost to 10 votes. Got 20 people watching and 45 likes. I like those numbers. Kids are doing all right. Welcome to a Wednesday morning in Laredo, Texas. We're waiting to get delivered. The warehouse that I'm sitting outside of, people are starting to show up. We got 10 votes, but I don't. It's 50-50. Somebody break the vote. And I'll close it. I want 20 votes, though. I'm letting it go to 20. Participate. Right there. Well, we got 11 votes. But I don't like the results, so I'm going to wait till 20. Choose wisely. Butts or boobs? Why are people picking butts over boobs? You realize that there's a considerable amount of time that a butt smells like shit? Why do you like butts more than boobs? You ever smelled shitty boobs? I'm just saying. Like, be careful how you vote. Because it's on your permanent record. I'm disappointed in you. I really am. Cheap freight hauler, wear eye protection because you can't hear either of those choices. What are you talking about? AP says, man, I'm ready to quit my career 15 years, just live on the road. How difficult is it to become an owner-operator? Just have a lot of money and be willing to throw it completely away. Throw it completely out of the window. If you're already a truck driver, just stick with it. Just find a better company. There are so many companies looking for drivers. Just be a good truck driver. But being an owner-operator is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life, and you should be ashamed for asking that question. Just kidding. I've been an owner-operator before, and if it's right for you, make it work. If it's not right for you, don't make it work. But if you're ready to just live on the road, just find a good company. Just find a good... don't work for FedEx Ground. They absolutely suck. That's why I have the hat. I got this hat because I survived FedEx Ground. It's not difficult to become an owner-operator. Galvan, pronounced Querétaro. Thank you. Freight, there he is. Mark Ely. How's Mexico treating you? How's Mexico treating you, man? We were worried about you. At least I was. I don't think anyone else was worried about. I was worried about you. Nobody cares about you, Mark, except for me. He's doing good. Are you back in the States? Haven't seen you in a while. I was worried that you weren't hanging around my channel anymore. Hope life is treating you good, my friend. And thank you, Galvan, for teaching me how to pronounce the K-Retero. 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 Mexico. K-Retero. 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 Right? We'll get it. Thank you for teaching me how to do things. Tolga thought about you too, Mark. I hope that you're safe, big bro. Swear I thought about you when I heard about the incidents in Mexico. Freight Swami. Everyone's safe. I'm in Durango State. Okay, good. I'm in Laredo right now, Mark. It is beautiful here right now. Waiting for a warehouse to open. It's not a freight forwarder. They're just gonna unload the trailer and give me back my empty. It's not going cross borders. What I'm saying. It's a live unload and go back to the hub, get some laundry done, get some work done on the truck, and then I'll be back on the road probably tomorrow or later today. My hours are absolutely. I've been running recap hours for 4 weeks now. Good seeing here, Mark. WCF Invader says, good day, friend. Good seeing you here, man. Hope you're doing well. We're, like I said earlier, I'm in Laredo, Texas. We sat here and watched the sunrise. We've got a poll. I'm not going to close the results until we hit 20 votes. 15 people watching with 45 likes. We need some more likes. Let's hit that like button. And vote. We got 18 votes. We need 2 more votes, and I can close that poll. Tri-State Trucker says, be right back. Gonna get me a steak bagel from Mickey D's. Steak bagels is all right. I'll approve of that. I'll sign off on that. If you were anywhere near me, I'd buy one for you. Although I can't have the bagel because I'm trying to stay on the low-carb diet. Mark's saying, thank you for all your concerns. Love you all. Yeah, Mark, the first thing I heard about Mexico burning, other than glad I'm on this side of the wall, is I was worried about you, man. I was worried about you. Good to see you still hanging around my channel. We're up to 1,540 subscribers, I think. Not 100% sure. I got plenty of subscribers. We're monetized. I was able to, the revenue for the month of February, which was calculated on the 21st, I had made $200 off of YouTube this month. And actually I made $157, but I went ahead and made it an even 200 and donated it to our friend Keyfob, Adventures of Keyfob. He was in here earlier. He had a pretty bad motorcycle accident. We need a couple more votes. He had a pretty bad motorcycle accident, and so I'm donating to his livelihood. They've got a crowdfund set up and a couple other things, and he's good. He's gonna be good. He had he pretty much shattered his hip, broke a leg, all but punctured a lung, broke his nose, and he's got a couple months of recovery before he can get up, walk around, ride a motorcycle, that kind of thing. So I was glad thanks to you and the super chats and the support and the members of my channel that I was able to toss him a little bit of money. So I'm very thankful for anyone that subscribed to the channel, participated in the tomfoolery that we do around here. We need one more vote, by the way. Got 14 people, 47 likes. You kids are doing great. I'm proud of you. Let's get one more like and we can close the poll. Choose wisely, butts or boobs. Freight Swami. Oh, holy shit, drop super chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mark. Tacos on me. Don't count carbs today. Handmade tortillas. Damn it. Okay. Is that taco joint across from the Flying J next to the strip club? You know the one I'm talking about. There's a little taco cart there. Is that one okay? Uh, you've been to Laredo before. You tell me where to go. We're kind of downtown. Tell me where to go for where I should go to get tacos today. Keep in mind I might have a trailer. Damn, that sounds good. Taco Wednesday. We need one more vote, by the way. Thank you for the super chat. Good times, my friend. Oh, wait. Do I have to eat $20 in tacos? Because that could easily happen. I could eat $20 in tacos without blinking. I could hold my breath and eat $20 in tacos. I could. I could eat 4 tacos without chewing before I've reached $40 worth of tacos. We got 20 votes. Closing the poll. Tri-State Trucker. So what's your thoughts on DOT getting non-domiciled drivers out of trucks? They needed to do that. They needed to enforce the laws that I've already paid taxes to be enforced. Listen, if you don't have if you're not here legally, you didn't jump through all the loops and all the hoops that all my other friends that immigrated to America. I'm friends with Mexicans, I'm friends with Italians, I'm friends with Pakistanis. They all had to jump through crazy hoops and spend tons and tons and tons of money to ensure that they become American citizens. And it's absolutely unfair that we employed slave labor the last 5 years, opened the borders, and brought slaves to do work and not get paid enough, and risk their lives and not get proper training. I don't believe America needs to be an even playing field. I believe America needs to be fair. And out of all fairness, we don't need people from other countries having driver's licenses in the United States. There's enough of us that are qualified to be truck drivers that need the work. They need to improve the industry so it is more attractive and less damaging to your brain and your body and everything else. There's a lot of things that need to be fixed in America. And I am the man to do that. Vote for Sterling. I will be your next president. Let's start voting right now. Sterling Wheel 4. Right there. We need serious answers. Let's see. Right now, Sterling Wheel for president. None your business says that's all. That's nice that you donated your money. We have to help our friends. If we don't help our friends, who can? Right? Right. Correct. Tri-State Trucker says, if you had a hot plate in your truck, you can make your own. Oh. I'd show you my hot plate, but I didn't clean it. Trust me, there's a hot plate in this truck. Part of the reason I'm going to take the rest of the day off is I need to do laundry and I need to do dishes. Need a good. I'll just pack up all my laundry and then throw my dishes in with my laundry and then start the washer. You can do dishes in a washer, right? Pretty sure you can. I'll try it. We're going to let this poll go to 20 votes. 10 people watching, 47 likes. We need some more likes. Tri-state trucker. No, when you're in Laredo, you have to go to either a Roach Coach or a Mexican restaurant. I wonder if a Mexican restaurant would be really good down here. I've never eaten at a Mexican restaurant in Laredo, Texas. But I had Mexican food a few days ago in Green River, Utah. It was awful. Absolutely terrible. Worst Mexican food I'd ever had. Too much salt. It's possible to have too much salt in Mexican food. Oh, we had a poll earlier. Choose wisely, boobs or butts, and 60% of you said boobs, which is correct. I'm glad you chose wisely. 40% of you are gross. That means 10 of you like butts over boobs. That sounds kind of gay to me. Tolga says yes, pretty logical result. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Big Dan says had to stop feeding hay to cows to vote boobs. Thank you. That you saved that poll. I was starting to lose a lot of faith in humanity when people are voting butts over boobs. Seriously? You realize how much butts stink? And how easily a pair of butt cheeks can stink? Take boobs. Boobs just get salty every once in a while. Butts will get salty and shitty. Why would you vote for butts? I'm your coach sent GG. I don't know what GG is. That's probably the little, what? Little diamonds or something. Tolga says young Chazzy voted no for sure. Yeah, he's an emotional guy. It's okay though. Mark's saying take fresh avocado eggs, whip it, and make your own tortillas. That does sound good. I haven't had good fresh avocado in quite a while. Rob on the road. Just Googled 3819 San Bernardo, Laredo, Texas, United States has good reviews. So Tyke Truckin' found me a Mexican restaurant. Very cool. See what it's like to have friends on the internet? They'll Google stuff for you. Hey, look, I found Shannon Thomas Trucking. What's she doing in Laredo, Texas? That was weird. That was totally her truck. Shannon, what are you doing in Laredo, Texas? Could you buy me some Mexican food? Actually, I'll buy you Mexican food. Mark sent me $20. So I've been driving nights most of this week. 13 people watching, 47 likes. Need some more likes. Could use some more votes too. We're trying to get that vote up to 20 for me to be president. The problem with driving nights all the time is you don't realize how dirty the dashboard gets under semi-trucks, so always have a cleaning rag nearby. So I've got, a little driver computer over here, and it's got fingerprints all over it. Terribly disgusting. Unacceptable. Really is. Got 11 votes. Trying to get that up to 20. We need 20 votes before we can count it. Before I become your president. We're already at 82%. Not sure if I want to be president, but if you elect me as president, I will be your president. Proudly. Let's get some more votes on that. 14 people watching, 48 likes. We've got approximately 10 minutes or so before they open the warehouse. No, 17 minutes. 17 minutes and I will end it all on a live stream right in front of you. true. It's because there's not enough people watching. There's not enough people voting. I will end this live stream because you're not voting enough. You're not commenting enough either. Where's the comments? You kids fall asleep on me? Come on now. Drop some comments. Drop some comments. Drop some votes. Drop some likes. 48 likes. 15 people watching. We got a traffic issue in front of us. There's a Jeep Wrangler. Double parked. He was talking to that driver over there. Some of you will be like, is that a lot lizard? Is that a lot lizard? Not a lot lizard. Lot lizards don't exist anymore. They've all gone to social media. International Pro Star. Or LT. It's a decent truck. They ride really good. The interiors are nice. That one's got a Cummins. Once you've been out here in the trucking industry long enough, you know what every motor sounds like. And that was definitely a Cummins. Got 13 votes. We need a few more votes. We need to get that vote up to 20. And wondering why the comment section has stalled. Did you kids fall asleep on me? Are you sleeping? Did my warm dulcet tones put you to sleep? I'm gonna remember that address though. Tyke Trucking dropped the address of a good Mexican restaurant. I just realized I'm missing my good pen. That sucks. I love that pen. Tri-State Trucker says, I think they're trash because the last international I drove kept breaking down on me. All trucks break down. It's just a matter of when. Don't worry about the how. They all fall apart. 3819 San Bernardo. What's the name of that restaurant, Type? Laredo. I'll look it up when I get a chance. We're at 14 likes. We need, or 14 votes. 14 votes, 48 likes. I like those numbers. 15 people watching. Hope you're doing okay on a Wednesday. We've made it to a Wednesday, February 25th, 1998. We're going to close the votes once we hit 15. We need one more vote. Sterling wheel for president. And I need to start getting ready for these people to open up their warehouse. Open up a warehouse and get delivered. Mark Ely has paid for my lunch today. We're going to get $20 worth of tacos. Which nowadays, what will that get you? 5 tacos? 4 tacos? It's hard to say in Laredo. But I've never been to a Mexican restaurant in Laredo, Texas. That's kind of sad. As much as I come down here, much as I've been to Laredo, Texas, I've eaten off the, roach coaches and taco trucks and stuff, but yeah. We have the results. Sterling Wheel for president. 80% of you are crazy. 20% of you are good, moral, prudent members of society. I should not be your president. Tri-State Trucker says, I've been driving this 99 Peterbilt. Hasn't given me very many problems. 379 with an N14. Good times. N14's getting rare, though. Stock up on parts. You know, if you've owned it that long, you should probably have a spare motor sitting around. Just in case. It's getting hard to find parts. And it's getting even harder to find shops qualified to work on the older stuff. But, you know, if you got someplace local that works on your truck, maintain that relationship as best you can. That's what's going to keep you in business. Rob on the Road says, Taco Palenque, San Bernard. No. Taco Palenque is, they're a major chain of Mexican restaurants in Texas. Find something that's like owner-operator. I want owner-operator tacos. I want a family-run Mexican restaurant. Taco Palenque is, they're corporate. I don't want corporate tacos, my friend. Corporate tacos is bad juju. It's not kosher. Anyway, we got people crawling around, and I got to get ready to make a delivery. Thank you for stopping by. I usually do live shows with StreamYard called the Church of Wheel. But this was just a live from Laredo, Texas. I want to thank you for stopping by. Thank you for participating in our Black History Month celebration. We answered some important questions. And I guess I'm going to be your president. It's all right. 49 likes. I need one more like. Let's make it 50. Let's get one more like in there. Carrie says, have a good day. Send me a text message or call me. Let me know what's going on with you. Tell somebody, hand somebody a phone and tell them to like my live stream. I need one more like. I can't end this until I get one more like. Damn, that's a nice Cascadia. That thing's all tricked out. There's some nice trucks in Mexico. Let's see. Sonic Social says, my puppy ate a sock. Oh, geez. Well, it depends on how many socks he ate, because he won't have to wipe his butt if he eats enough socks. Do dogs wipe their butts? I don't think dogs have to wipe their butts. That's what their tongue's for. Dogs wipe their butts, right? Dogs wipe their butts with their tongues. How many socks did your dog eat? We've got 50 likes, 11 people watching. Mark Ely says, "Love you, brother. Be safe. We're gonna be good." Julie Atkins, thank you for stopping by. My live shows are called the Church of Wheel. I guess this is a Church of Wheel. Welcome to Church of Wheel. It's a Wednesday. We're hanging out in Laredo, Texas. We saw the sunrise earlier. We answered some important questions in regards to Black History Month. What else? Oh, I'm now your president. Good seeing you here, Julie. Tri-State Trucker, I work on my own. Very good. And Sonic Social, thank you for the like. We got 51 likes now. I can end this anytime I want now. Rob on the Road, the little Adam taco. Is that another one? We're looking for Mexican restaurants in Laredo, Texas that are family owned. Carrie, who is Rob's neighbor, is asking if Sonic Social, if your dog's okay. Gotta know if your dog's alright. Little Adam Taco. I hope you just didn't give me gay code. Rob on the road says not Palenque. Oops. Yeah, we don't want to go to a big taco joint, Mexican food joint. Listen, Mark Ely paid $20 for me to procure tacos, and they better be good tacos, right? 51 people have pressed the like button. You are 51 of the best people in the world. Take that knowledge with you. I've shared with you the knowledge that you're good people. 5 people watching right now because we're rolling things down. We're screeching to a halt. I'm tired of talking and we need to get delivering. Because it is 5 minutes till 9 a.m. Laredo, Texas. It is probably 63 degrees, 65 degrees, somewhere around there. The sun is scorching this side of the earth right now. And we're doing okay, thanks to you. 52 people, best people in the world. I'm going to end this right now. Thank you for watching. We are pressing buttons to make things go away. I don't remember how do I end a friggin' live stream? Oh yeah, we poke at the screen randomly until it stops. Right there. No, right there.